आप इतने लोग देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, इतने लोग कई को आए, उन लोगों के दिल में एक डर है कि कल के दिन उन लोगों को उन लोगों के घर से, उन लोगों के देश से हकाल के बाहर फेंक दे।
जिनके डिलीट हो गए, अब जैसे उत्तर प्रदेश में बोल रहे हैं, मतलब निकाल के आप लोगों को उसमें डाल देते, शेल्टर होम्स में डाल देते बोल के बोल रहे हैं। तो फिर हम लोग इंडिया में इतने सालों से रह रहे हैं, हम लोगों का कुछ भी सपोर्ट नहीं है हम लोगों को, तो फिर हम लोग शेल्टरों में कैसे जाना?
This is nothing like, it's more like making people stateless in their own country. Of course, we don't want any non-Indian names to be there. But, where are we heading?
89 lakh voter records in Telangana have been flagged for scrutiny. The Election Commission's pre-SIR mapping exercise detected discrepancies in these entries. Not fake voters, not yet deleted voters, just documents that officials say need closer scrutiny. The Commission, of course, says this is routine housekeeping, correcting errors, removing duplicates, and ensuring that electoral rolls are accurate. But experiences from other states, especially Bengal, have shown that what begins as an administrative exercise can quickly become a political flashpoint, and with far-reaching consequences for those left out. And that is the fear that's brought these people out.
डर तो बहुत है मैडम, बहुत पब्लिक डरा हुआ है, कोई जाहिर नहीं कर सक रहे, कोई वोट कट जाएगा, अपनी शहरें चले जाएंगी, डिटेंशन ले जाएंगे, ये सारे चीज़ों का डर है मैडम।
As a citizen of India, I'm just asking to the government that why this communalism and why this bhedbhav with us?
So what exactly are these anomalies? And how are ordinary voters and political parties preparing for the SIR process? Now, nowhere do these questions feel more urgent than in the narrow lanes of Hyderabad's old city. To find out, my colleague Janvi and I traveled to the heart of Hyderabad's old city, where these questions about identity, documentation, and the right to vote are already shaping conversations on the ground. What we found in Hyderabad wasn't just a story about voter lists. It was a story about people being worried that one simple mistake on paper today could cost them their vote one day. And of course, a lot more. As this process moves forward, we'll keep reporting from the ground, speaking to voters, tracking what changes, and asking the difficult questions. Here at Let Me Explain, that's what we try to do. That is, go beyond the headlines. If you think this kind of journalism matters, then support our work. Scan the QR code on your screen and contribute any amount of your choice to support Let Me Explain. Your support helps us travel and bring more voices from the ground, and will also help us remain independent. And if you'd like to stay connected with our reporting between the videos, join the Let Me Explain WhatsApp channel. That's where we share updates, behind the scenes shots, and stories that don't always make it to the show. So scan this QR code and follow the channel. Hyderabad is a city built on layers of history. Generations have lived, worked, and voted in the same neighborhoods for decades here, maybe even longer. But now, a massive voter verification exercise is asking millions of people to prove that their records are accurate.
One of the interesting findings from the pre-SIR exercise in Telangana is that the highest anomaly rates are not emerging from remote districts. They are concentrated in assembly constituencies in and around Hyderabad. Kutbullapur recorded anomaly rates of nearly 78%. LB Nagar, Uppal and Serlingampalli also showed unusually high levels of discrepancies.
Hyderabad has a significant Muslim population, and what played out in Bengal, where Muslims were removed en masse from certain constituencies, is driving the fear here as well.
फियर किस चीज़ का है? बांग्लादेशी बोल दे रहे हैं हम आके, सो अपने पास कोई पहचान नहीं है, बांग्लादेशी बोल दे रहे हैं, कभी जर्मनी बोल दे रहे हैं, कभी एक कंट्री का नाम ले ले रहे हैं विच आई डोंट वांट टू मेंशन इट.
My only concern is that we have seen that Mr. Modi has created this digital India. We are citizens and we can get to know about our citizenship through online, but still we need to go here and there, proving ourselves to be the citizen of India. It's okay, we can do it because we are educated. What about the people who don't access of social media, or elderly people who don't know much about it, so they are worried.
Election Commission officials say the number is big partly as a result of people moving frequently, the rise of apartment living, and the rapid churn in urban populations. But Hyderabad's Oval City presents a different challenge. Most people have lived here for generations, maybe shifting from house to house.
Walk through the lanes of Charminar, Yakutpura, Chandrayan Gutta, Bahadurpura or Kadwa. Many residents here will tell you that their families have voted from these areas for decades.
मेरे मदर का नाम नहीं आया उसमें SIR के मैपिंग में. वोटर ID है मेरे मदर का, लेकिन ना उनका नाम बता रहा, ना वोटर लिस्ट में नाम आ रहा. तो फिर मेरी मैपिंग कैसा होना? अब मेरा मैपिंग में नाम नहीं आया तो फिर हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे यहाँ पर से? हम लोग तो कई साल से यहीं थे.
So here are the numbers again. Pre-mapping for SIR has been done in Telangana, covering 69% of the electorate. That's 2.32 crore people out of the 3.39 crores.
Now, 89 lakh people in Telangana have anomalies in their documents. So what exactly are these anomalies? A voter may be registered at more than one address. A person's age may not match across different records. Family relationships may appear inconsistent. Or names and demographic details may have been entered differently over time. In some cases, the system flags what officials call logical discrepancies. For example, records that do not match with expected family structures or address patterns.
The Election Commission claims that this is precisely why SIR is necessary.
हाँ, डर
वो जा
है,
सकता
सबके
है।
दिलों में ये डर है. अगर 2002 के वोटर लिस्ट में नाम नहीं आया तो हम लोग को निकाल के शेल्टर होम्स में डाल देते. बोल हम लोग खाली फिर रहे हैं, 1-1.5 महीने से खाली फिर रहे हैं हम लोग SIR के प्रोसेस के वास्ते. यहाँ होता, यहाँ नहीं है, आपका एड्रेस वहाँ है, वहाँ जाओ. यहाँ नहीं कर सकते, आप कहाँ रहते थे, आप वहाँ जाओ. बोले तो कहीं दूर दूर से किराए के घरों में रहने वाले हैं. अब लोग कहाँ कहाँ बोल के फिरेंगे? किसी को याद है, किसी को याद नहीं है, किसी की डेथ हो गई, किसी के मदर नहीं है, तो उन लोगों को कैसा फिर मालूम होना?
Now it is really surprising that if someone has 6 children, progeny mapping is an anomaly now. In 2002, remember that the voter list in 2002 which was made was done manually.
Yeah.
Now if let us say if someone name is Syed Mushtaq and it was written S Mushtaq, but in the latest 26 it is Syed Mushtaq, that is an anomaly. Is there any law which prohibits you
Yeah.
from not including your name in the voter list on these grounds? No. Is there a law which stops you from, okay, if you have 6 children, it becomes, how it becomes an anomaly? Our Prime Minister comes from a family of more than 6, Home Minister 6, Yogi Adityanath 6.
But we've seen how this exercise has panned out in other states. West Bengal had 7.66 crore voters before the exercise. After claims, objections and tribunal hearings, the final roll saw about 91 lakh names deleted.
Though more than 25 lakh people filed appeals in West Bengal, only 1,607 people were restored, meaning an overwhelming majority could not vote, and now they fear what more can happen.
Yet, long-term residence does not automatically mean perfect documentation. Addresses have changed over time. House numbers have been renumbered. Names written originally in Urdu or Telugu appear differently in English.
Documents issued by different departments often have different versions of the same information. Women who change names after marriage often have records that do not perfectly match. Elderly residents may have older documents issued under entirely different administrative systems.
Now, all this is an anomaly for the Election Commission. But for the voter, this becomes a hurdle, an attempt to question their citizenship.
There have been errors, let's say, where the BLOs have come door to door and connected a Miriam with a Miriam or a Mohammed with a Mohammed. But then when you actually go back to check, Miriam so-and-so or Mohammed so-and-so, it doesn't come anywhere close to the same family. It's somebody's father-in-law connected with the daughter-in-law because it's spelt very similar. The errors that are being reported are extremely bad. And that cannot continue. If that's going to continue, it's going to be a very, very bad reflection. And on the enumeration list, we have lakhs of them coming. Rather than that, if we can rectify ourselves. So that's where a lot of help desks across Hyderabad and Telangana are there, where people need to go back and take the help and keep a proof of what they are doing.
देखिए एनोनिमस का जो है वो लोग को ज़्यादा टेंशन लेने वाली बात नहीं है। वो लोग ड्राफ्ट लिस्ट में आ जाएंगे, लेकिन उनको नोटिस आएगी। वो लोग ERO के पास जाके विदिन 7 डेज नोटिस का रिप्लाई देना। एनोनिमस किस तरीके से आ रहे हैं? एनोनिमस आते आपके वोटर ID और आधार कार्ड में अगर मिसमैच हो रहा नेम का, कुछ MOHD की जगह MD आ गया, तो इस तरीके के हुए तो एनोनिमी में आके मैच होता, लेकिन आपको वोटर ID ERO के पास जाके आपको प्रूफ देना है।
Many help desks have now been set up across the state to help voters understand the process and track their records.
We've created about 8 to 10 awareness sessions and hands-on training sessions. We've had sessions where we could invite some priests, some religious from very well-known institutions across the state, and a lot of people working with NGOs and domestic help workers and organizations and unions. And these people have taken the training so that they can get back to the community and help the grassroots level people.
The MIM has been working with the voters on a war footing. They have set up multiple counters like this one in at least 25 assembly constituencies across the state. Volunteers here use the app that MIM has created to track the voters' details, map them, search their family members' details from 2002 and give it all in a format that will help the voters hand it over when the verification process begins.
AIMIM chief in Hyderabad, MP Asaduddin Owaisi, has emerged as one of the most vocal critics of certain aspects of the process.
Telangana government does not give permanent residence certificate. There is no family register. And then Aadhaar on its own will not be accepted. So we had given a representation to the Election Commission of India, to the CEO over here, that please include driving license, which is issued by the state government. Please include food security card, which is given by the state government. And also include PAN card, because all these documents ensure an elector to go and exercise right to vote also.
In his representation to the Telangana Chief Electoral Officer, Owaisi raised concerns about the burden the exercise places on both voters and booth-level officers, especially given the timelines involved and the scale of the task. Look, Telangana is not West Bengal. The demographics are different. The political context is different. The scale and structure of the exercise are different. But the Bengal experience has shaped perceptions. That question is particularly sharp in Hyderabad because of the city's unique social and political character. The old city is not merely a cluster of assembly constituencies. It's also home to large populations that often depend on multiple overlapping identity documents that have been issued over decades. Any verification exercise in such an environment requires not just administrative efficiency but also public trust.
Yeah, it is very clear that BJP wants to avoid the Muslim voters and the voters from vulnerable sections of the society, because they know that the poor and the low middle class people and Muslims, they don't vote. So they have designed the SIR in such a way that these people cannot access the voting right. So Rohingyas must be there, maybe few dozens or maybe few hundreds in the old city, for example, or maybe in the West Bengal, I don't know. But you should have a process to identify them, right? Not to make 99% of the 99.99% of the voters to make their life miserable to access this in the name of 0.001% of so-called foreigners, so-called Rohingyas.
The issue is SIR has shown that in practice, it could become an easy tool to map voters of a certain demographic, profile them, and use the framework to exclude them. Strategic elimination of voters profiled to be supporters of a certain party can change the very nature of our elections. Held in a seemingly democratic manner, but the game is rigged from inside. In the coming weeks, millions of Telangana voters will go through the SIR process. But it's important to remember that a voter list is not just a database, that every entry represents a person, every correction affects a citizen, and every deletion, justified or unjustified, has consequences in our democracy.